It is February 14th, the year 2000. It's 3 a.m. in Shelby, North Carolina. Outside, the sky is bruised and angry. A massive thunderstorm is screaming through the power lines, and the rain is hitting the roof like 1,000 drumsticks. I'm 9 years old. I'm a homebody. I'm the kind of girl who stays close to my mum. I'm terrified of dogs. I won't even go to the mailbox if it's getting dark outside. But right now, I'm standing in the middle of my bedroom, and I'm not scared. I'm focused. I'm Asha Degree. While my parents, Harold and Icky, are sleeping just down the hall, I'm quietly zipping up my backpack. I've packed a change of clothes, my favourite jeans and a black vest. I'm not running away because I'm unhappy. I'm leaving because I have a secret. I have a meeting, I turn the doorknob. The click feels like a gunshot in the silent house, but no one wakes up. I step out into the freezing wind and the door shuts behind me. The rain is cold, so cold it stings. My white sneakers are soaked within seconds. I'm walking along Highway 18. It's pitch black, save for the occasional flash of lightning that turns the world white for a split second. I've been walking for nearly a mile now. My legs are tired, but I keep my head down. Then I hear it. The rumble of an engine. A massive truck slows down. The driver, Jeff Rappy, sees me. He can't believe his eyes. A tiny girl in white clothing, walking alone in a tempest at 4 o'clock in the morning. He circles back once, then twice. He's trying to help me. He's leaning out his window, calling to me. But I don't want his help. If I talk to him, the plan is ruined. I don't just walk away, I bolt. I scramble over the guardrail, my backpack bouncing on my shoulders, and I disappear into the deep, thorny brush of the woods. I can hear the brambles tearing at my clothes, but I don't stop. I vanish into the dark. Fast forward 18 months. I've been gone for over 500 days. The town of Shelby is covered in my face. Posters on every pole, my name in every prayer. Then, a construction worker digging 26 miles away in Burke County hits something. It's my backpack. But it's not just lying there. It's been double wrapped in black plastic trash bags and buried. Someone wanted to preserve this. Inside, my parents find my clothes, but then they find the things that don't belong to me. There is a book, McElligot's Pool by Dr. Seuss. It's from my school library, but I never checked it out. And then there's a t-shirt. It's a concert shirt for the band New Kids on the Block. I didn't own that shirt. My parents had never seen it before. Where did it come from? Who gave it to me? The controversy begins to swell. Did I have a secret friend? Someone who was giving me gifts, preparing me for this night? Someone who told me to meet them at a vintage green car. For 24 years, the trail goes cold. My parents keep my room exactly the same, waiting for me to walk back through the door. But in the late months of 2024 and moving into 2025, the silence finally breaks. I see the FBI. I see the State Bureau of Investigation. They aren't at my house. They are at a property in Cleveland County belonging to the Dedmon family. They have search warrants. They aren't just looking for clues. They are looking for me. They spend days excavating the soil. And then they find the ghost we've been chasing for decades. A 1960s-era green Rambler. A car that matches the description given by witnesses back in 2000. For 25 years, that car was hidden in plain sight. The warrants are chilling. They are looking for DNA. They are looking for medical remains. They are looking for the truth about a local grooming ring. It turns out I might not have been the only one. The community is in shock. How did this stay a secret for so long? Was I lured out that night by someone the town trusted? As I stand here in 2025, the mystery is no longer what happened. The mystery is who else knew. Forensic teams are working around the clock on the items seized from the Dedmon property. The double-bagged backpack, the library book, The green car, the dots are finally being connected. I am no longer just a cold case. I am an active investigation. I didn't just wander out into the storm because I was lost. I was led there. And, as the forensic results come back, the person who met me in the dark is finally running out of places to hide. My name is Asha Degree, and after 25 years, I'm finally coming home.